So I have a shoot tomorrow in Fayetteville, Arkansas. It's about a 3-hour drive from here, but I'm getting the van loaded. I'm going to drive down tonight. I'm going to pick up someone, and then I'm going to drive down tonight. So I'm going to leave here in probably about an hour or so, and I've rearranged the van a little bit. I'm not doing any lighting for this job, so I removed all the lights. I have a couple camera packages, FS5 in there, FS5 in here, FS5 in here. They're rigged out with lenses and batteries and camera accessories, monitors, that sort of thing. And it's going to be a fun one. We're doing a multicam shoot. I'm in charge of all the camera equipment. I think we're going to use like house lighting, and we're not having to worry about audio or anything. So it's just camera packages. Total of 4 cameras, the 3 FS5s, and then I have a gimbal with an A7 IV on there as kind of the wide. And then on this side, more camera accessories, batteries. We're going to be using mostly house power, but I have some gold mounts ready to go. And then I have 2 tripods. Someone is bringing a Dana Dolly, so I don't have to worry about bringing that this time around. But yeah, I had to remove all my sandbags because I have someone riding with me up to Fayetteville. I'm going to drop this off to UPS on the way down. But yeah, it's going to be a fun one. I'll keep you guys updated later today. So I made it to the hotel. Cameras in the hotel room. We're in downtown Fayetteville, Arkansas. It's about 9:30 p.m. I love when I can see my vehicle from my hotel room. Just makes it feel a little bit better, safer. Even though I really don't have much in there for anyone to take. All my expensive stuff is in the hotel. Doing a little late night editing. And just prepping for tomorrow. We had a nice crew dinner. Then I had some of the crew help me with camera gear, bringing it inside my hotel room here. But yeah, we got an early start tomorrow. I think we're meeting in the lobby at about 7:30, and then we don't have first shot till about 9. But yeah, it's going to be a great day tomorrow. We're going to film the majority of the day and then head home that night. So I'll keep you guys posted. So here we are getting everything set up for the day. We were filming in quite a cool church chapel, and the day kind of consisted of 3 different performances. The first performance, we had a organ solo, and the second performance was an organ and a piano kind of duet. And then the third performance was a choir. So those were the 3 performances that we were capturing throughout the day. And like I said, this was a multicam shoot. We had 3 FS5s, and then we had a Sony A7 IV on a gimbal. And the production crew
had a couple of other Sony mirrorless cameras that they set up stationary throughout. I think we had another 2 Sony A7S3s set up as well. So we're just getting all the cameras built and kind of dialed in setting wise. We also had another team there that was capturing audio, so we didn't have to worry about audio or anything, which was nice. But yeah, this was a pretty straightforward shoot. We were just trying to get as much dynamic coverage of the organist doing a solo. I was on the gimbal trying to get some more dynamic shots. Everything else was kind of more stationary, except for the Dana Dolly that was getting a nice wide parallax shot. And here's a look at kind of the full scope of the setup. We had audio in the back. We had set up a platform just to get a little more even of a shot with the stage. So we had the master camera there. Then we had a Dana Dolly. And we were using mostly zoom lenses for the cameras. We had, the typical 24 to 70 and 50 to 100s and the Tamron 35 to 150. And I think I even had a Sigma 150 to 600 set up to really get close-up shots. Also had some monitors on camera, so that way we could really see what we were capturing as opposed to relying on those tiny little Sony screens. It's nice having a bigger monitor. But yeah, overall, I think it turned out nice. I wish we could have set up our own lights, but I don't think that was in the budget for this project. It would have just been a lot more dynamic. We could have done so much more with the lighting instead of relying on the ambient light that was already there. But overall, I think it turned out great. But yeah, we had to slightly reset in between performances, just rearranging some of the organ and the piano. But this was a pretty easy day. I mean, we had a long lunch break, which was nice. So we got to walk to a local restaurant here and got to actually relax for a little bit and get some food. On most shoots, I'm usually just trying to shovel something down just to keep going and then, right back at it. But something like this, it's definitely a nice break, being able to relax for an hour or so. And it was awesome. The place we went to, they had a little bowling alley. So after we had some lunch, we played a few games. But yeah, this is an awesome production company that I work for quite a bit. They're local in Little Rock. So every time they ring me up for jobs, I'm always eager to take them just because I like working with them. They're super good people. But yeah, we had one more music performance with the choir. And honestly, everything sounded so great. Like even the organ and the piano, everyone was just top notch. And the vocalists in the choir were just so good. So it was nice being able to capture some really good music. It always makes the day a little bit easier when you like what you're filming. But yeah, we had some wireless comms just to keep communication during filming. But this was the biggest comm system I've ever seen. It was a Hollyland system. I'm not sure on the exact model, but this was like the transmitter pretty much, the hub. But yeah, it was just oversized, crazy. I've never seen anything like that. Get in the car, nice and clean. Got back from Fayetteville last night pretty late, and this thing was covered in bugs. So I thought I'd clean it off because I have another shoot in the morning, pretty early. It's going to be a good one. Another multicam shoot. Camera package. And then on my cart, I have gimbal, batteries. I think there's another camera in there too. Yep. Tripods. I'm bringing a few lights. We're going to be filming outside. So depending on weather,
Might set up an 8x with some 600Ds punching through it, giving a little bit of a fill. But yeah, it's going to be a fun one. I'll keep you guys updated tomorrow throughout the day. Turning out to be a pretty busy week. Another possible shoot on Friday. And I'm sorry I've not been able to post a bunch of videos lately. Just been pretty overwhelmed with projects, which is a good problem to have. It's just, you know, I only have so much time in a day. So looking forward to being able to post some more videos this week for you guys.
This was part 2 of the shoot. This was Thursday. So we had a day break in between on Wednesday from the time we were in Fayetteville. This location was in Little Rock. It was next to the river. And we were going to be filming outside all day. So this project was for a church in Fayetteville. They had purchased some TV time. And this was going to be their Easter service that they were going to televise. So on this day, we were setting up for a talking head. This was going to be the actual sermon for the day. I believe it was like a 15 to 20 minute sermon. So we captured all the music in one day, and then we're capturing all the talking pieces on this Thursday. But we had all the same setup as Fayetteville, same camera packages. We wanted everything to match perfectly with what we captured in Fayetteville. But yeah, we had a pretty big setup going outside. We had to chase the sun. This was an early morning, about 8 o'clock. So we had to set up a couple diffusion frames just to create our own coverage. I also set up some monitors in the back just so the client could see what we were capturing and sign off on the image. But yeah, I've been really happy with this OC 15-inch monitor. This is compared to the Sumo 19M, not the SE version. This was the version before. But I felt like it was really great in comparison to that monitor. And it's only half the price, which is nice. But yeah, it's so nice having this innovative cart. I just felt like for building cameras and just having a clean surface to work off of was really key for this shoot. But yeah, overall, I think it turned out great. The images look nice. My goal for outside, honestly, anytime I shoot outside, if I can see some clouds, I think it looks great. So on this day, we had a complete company move. So we set up at one location, and then the next location was probably about 20 minutes away. So we took a lunch break, and then we headed to the next location to get set up. The great thing was on this day, there was ample time to set up and to go to another location. There's so many times where I just feel like I'm running behind. But on this shoot in particular, it was organized correctly, and we had plenty of time, which was great. But yeah, filming outside is always a pain. We were dealing with so much wind and noise and things like that, which just make it very difficult to film outside. But I think overall, it turned out great. We just had to go at a much slower pace. You know, on audio, if there was a really loud noise, then we would have to stop and then kind of take it back a little bit or do multiple takes just to make sure we were covered in the edit. But yeah, this was a long week for me. A few travel days, a few film days. Then on top of that, I had a lot of deadlines for editing as well. But yeah, sorry I haven't been able to get more videos out to you guys. I got sick right after this shoot. I think it was all the pollen, honestly, from being outside all day just completely wiped me out. I lost my voice and I couldn't really talk for like 3 or 4 days. So just now getting back into the swing of things, and hopefully I can start posting some more content for you guys. But yeah, it has been a crazy week this week in Arkansas. So the following day on Friday, after the shoot had wrapped on Thursday, we had some severe weather come through Little Rock, Arkansas, literally 20 minutes from my house. But yeah, crazy tornado came through and tore up a bunch of Little Rock. And it's just been devastating for a lot of people here. Personally, a friend of mine who actually works at this production company full time, his apartment complex was just demolished because of this tornado. He lost everything that he had owned because of the tornado. So I'm going to leave a link to a GoFundMe for him in this video down below. And if anyone feels like donating, that would be super great. Any little bit will help him for sure. But yeah, there have been so many people devastated by this tornado. It's just crazy. You just kind of live your life and then you kind of forget that things like this can happen sometimes. So yeah, crazy week. And feel free to leave me any questions in the comments below. Thanks.